Good afternoon. Coming to you live. It's the Nothing Held Back podcast. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, or I said downtown Las Vegas. Caleb,
what up?
How we doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a good,
3 days.
Yeah, it's been a long with work and everything like that. But no, it's been fun. It's been good.
You had a good 3 days.
Yeah, it's been a good couple days. This morning is because we were talking about this briefly before the show. I got woken up at like 4 o'clock this morning, so if I'm a little tired and I stumble and shit, that is why.
Ooh, disclaimer.
I'm tired today, but it's fine. We here
4 o'clock. He's a 24-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you should not be tired for the next 20 years at least.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Well, you do got 10 dogs. You do got 10 dogs.
That's
You're
not
right.
10.
You're right.
It's not 10. I have one. Let's be clear. I personally, Caleb, has one.
And then he's got 7 random dogs in the house.
That are not mine.
Do you have cats?
There's 2. They're my sisters.
So that's 10 animals.
Yes.
What other animals do you have?
That's it.
No birds?
Hell no.
Birds,
The cats and or dogs would kill those fucking
No
things.
Turtles?
No, again, cats or dogs would kill that.
Snakes slithering around?
Hell no. My mom's terrified of snakes. She will kill me. She will kick me out of the house if I get a snake.
Spiders? Nothing.
Nope.
So just
Although I
8
did
dogs.
have a daddy longlegs in the house the other
just
day.
8 dogs and 2 cats.
You better say 10 cats is crazy. You better say 10 cats
and
is
2
crazy.
Cats. All right. That's cool.
But no, it's been a good couple days. This morning, obviously woken up a little bit early, which was cool because so I'm a big nerd. I love video games. I love all that. I play a lot of the games still that I grew up playing. You know what I mean? Thank you, Quan. Thank you for that.
That's why I like being over here instead of over there.
So you can actually
So
hear
I
when
can
he
hear
insults
all
us.
the little shit talking that he talks.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a mic over here.
Yeah, and he's got a mic, so now we can actually hear him talking.
There we go. So this morning there was a Nintendo Direct, which basically is just like when Nintendo they kind of go over the next year or so of like games and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they kind of just give you like little snippets of like new games that are coming up, remasters and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So and usually because they're a Japan-based company, so usually they do it at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. our time, which is early as hell in the morning. So I usually...
But you wake up for this.
This one I was already awake.
Okay.
Usually I don't, and I'll just watch it when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'll just watch the live video back and do that. And then just skip through the games that I don't care about, which usually amounts to just, games that I've never played before and have no interest in playing.
Okay. I mean, hey, we've all been there, I guess.
Yeah. But this morning I was up, I watched it. I felt like it was a good direct. There was a couple of games that I was kind of hoping I would get some stuff about that didn't get talked about in this one. So I'm hoping
now,
in the next one maybe.
Being an old school Nintendo player
Yep.
that I am,
Yep.
I only really wish they would come out with games like Contra.
Mm-hmm.
If they would remake Contra, if they would remake, there used to be this game I used to play, arcade game, and I found out it was a Nintendo game called Off-Road.
Okay, I think I know
where
what
it
you're
was
talking
like
about.
the 4 off-road trucks.
Yeah.
And it was like they were racing.
Yep, I know it.
Like
I
stuff like that I get into, besides Monopoly.
Yeah.
And like
Donkey Kong.
Madden and like stuff now that I would play. I'm not a first shooter game player. I feel like I don't have the coordination for that. Don't ask me why. I just don't feel
it's
like
just not your vibe.
I feel like I don't have the coordination for that.
There's ones that we could probably get you to play that you might like.
The only really other game kind of like that's like an up-to-date game that I really like is what's the name of that game? Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason I love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's one of the like big franchises that I just never got into.
Yeah.
It's just like I tried playing it.
I love the movie.
I didn't see the movie. I wanted to really bad.
Good, bro. You're cheating yourself.
Well,
see the movie.
To be fair, it came out before I got my license, so I couldn't take myself. And my mom and sister were basically never going to go see it. So I was just like, you know, type thing. But yeah, there's a couple of games that I think you would like.
You could see it on digital, right?
Is it on streaming now?
Yes, it's.
I mean, at this point, everything's on fucking streaming.
Yes, it is on streaming.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up, see which one it's on. I feel like it's like a Hulu.
It's probably on like Max. It might be on Hulu.
It feels like a Hulu thing. I don't know.
It could be a Hulu thing.
Yeah. But no, they actually going back to the thing, the direct this morning, they announced a lot of like remasterings of certain games. So they're remastering a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games, bring them back in.
Don't know what that is.
I think they're remastering a couple of Fire Emblem games. Xenoblade is getting having a couple of older games remastered. They're remaking and remastering Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which I'm super excited for.
I am super excited for you. I know what the Legend of Zelda is, but I don't think I've ever played a Zelda game. I think my brothers were into the Zelda games, but I don't think I've ever played. Now, Quan, let me ask you, because I know you have. Would you consider yourself a collector or a gamer?
Definitely not a gamer.
Because I know you have a couple systems.
I just have Nintendo, like the original.
Yeah.
And the Sega Genesis.
Sega.
So yeah, I don't have any. I had the original Xbox, and after my 25th broken controller, I decided that video gaming is not for me.
Fair, honestly, fair.
And do we need to ask why you were on your 25th broken controller?
Oh, because I would break them.
Was it Call of Duty?
No, I played sports.
It
games.
was I'm sure it was a basketball.
2K, probably 2K6 or 7.
Yeah.
Like that's how long ago it's been.
I'm like, I definitely know it was a basketball game.
No, that's fair. For me, if I'm gonna break a controller, at least when I was growing up, Call of Duty always got me because, like, first of all, Call of Duty has a lot of cheaters constantly, which is why I don't play it anymore because it's just people are just hacking the game and making it unfun. You know what I mean? Like that was the big thing for me.
So we got the grandson a VR.
Ooh, okay.
And he plays it like anytime he's over at the house.
Yeah,
he's on the VR all day. He's
sure,
like that's this thing, the VR. And I was just like, man, what's the big deal about this? I put it on.
VR's dope.
I put it on. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, can we download some football games? Can we download some basketball games?
You can download some football.
He's
stuff
like, oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. All I hear from him, he comes out of the VR when he's like, can I have $20 for these jewels and got money for this and money for the bro? These games that he plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of microtransactions.
They
in these games
are
now.
cashing in.
Oh, easy.
They are cashing in. I'm like, bro.
Yeah,
you got to pay to play.
Yeah, like EA, for example, when like they're the company that does all the Madden games and stuff, right? They are the
sports.
It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game. No, they are like notorious, and I think one of the first like main contributors to the microtransaction like culture. EA, yeah, they are like one of the first ones to really like make it a thing. And now even like they're like with Madden, it's just you buy packs, you buy Madden cash for those packs.
Like I have a PlayStation 4 that literally gets no play. Like I'll pull it out in the box.
Yeah.
It stayed in the box for like a whole 9 months one time.
Damn.
And then I hooked it up. I played Monopoly on it for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then it's just underneath my TV right now. And I haven't touched it in probably like the past 4 months.
Damn.
And somebody was like, oh, you should buy a PlayStation 5. For what? My PlayStation 4 doesn't even get any love.
Right.
I'm going to buy a 5 so I can just look at that?
Right.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Like, why waste the money?
I like playing, but I don't like playing.
Yeah, it's just not enough to make it worth it.
I ain't going to lie. I never really saw it as a waste of money because it's entertainment.
Sure. Yes.
Like, back in the day when I did play, I'd buy games all the time. Like, I had a Switch.
Yep.
My girl had bought me a Switch for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I was buying Mario Kart. I'll buy all those games. And the Switch is dope. The Switch is dope.
Honestly, one of the best consoles we've gotten in a long time.
I actually lost my Switch. Damn. She thinks I gave it away, but I lost it actually going through the airport.
Ooh,
because I had my bag through the airport. I was going on a work trip.
Yep.
And then they pulled it back and was like, hey, you got to take your laptop and your game system out. And I thought I put them both back inside the bag.
You didn't.
And I didn't.
Damn.
And I was going to Delaware. So
you were never getting that back.
And I didn't realize it until I got to the hotel and was actually going to pull it out to play.
Yeah, and you were like,
because I didn't have our meetings weren't until the next day.
Yeah.
And I got there early and I was like, wait, where's my Switch? So I called the airport and I was already gone. I was like, hey, they're like, well, you can check the lost and found when you come back. But I was gone for like 6 days. They're like, when you come back. And I checked the lost and found where it was. And I was like, man, one of you TSA workers got me.
Yeah, really.
Got me.
Really.
Because it was, and I had the Switch and I probably had like 7 or 8 games.
Yeah.
In a nice little case. And it was all. Yeah, they got me though.
Yeah, that's part of why I don't really buy like hard copies of games anymore. Just because it's like I'm gonna lose the cartridge. Like especially like the Switch ones, they're literally like an inch tall. Like they're so
they're small,
little.
but-
So I'll just download the game, and then it's like, okay, cool. If my Switch, for example, because I've gone through I'm on my second Switch because I had.
Did you get the Switch too?
No, I
new
haven't
one?
yet. I'm gonna probably wait until Black Friday and then do
Get
it
the new
then
one.
for a Black Friday deal.
I ain't gonna lie. That's probably the only thing I would buy. I'd buy a Switch again.
Yeah,
I would buy a Switch again
yeah, because I have an OLED Switch now.
just for the Mario games.
Yeah, and I played. There's
You had a Switch Lite?
no.
Oh, I was about to say.
So I had a regular Switch. Like I got the first Switch when it first came out, and then I ran that thing into the ground until about 2 years ago. And then it just completely bricked, stopped working, wouldn't turn on, wouldn't charge, nothing. So I was like, okay, this is a sign that I got to get a new one. So then I grabbed the OLED Switch because this was before the Switch 2 was even announced.
right.
So I grabbed the OLED Switch, which is basically just a regular Switch with higher quality graphics. That's
Right.
basically all it is. So I grabbed that, and that's what
for
I've
you.
been playing
That's for
on.
you gamers. You guys hear OLED and then think, oh, I got to get that.
Yeah, it was like,
I used to sell TVs.
yeah, for me,
That's-
I mean, yeah, it was like an extra $50 for like significantly higher quality graphics. I'm like, okay.
That's what they tell you.
Well, I mean, yeah, I looked at the specs between both. You know.
I'm sure you did.
I did.
Caleb.
I want to make sure.
Caleb,
I want to make
sure
sure that what
you
I'm
did.
spending my money on. I want to make sure
If
that what
I'm
I'm spending my
spending
money
this
on
extra
is
50.
worth it. Yes.
No. Oh, you're
I want
right.
to make sure that
You're
it's
right,
worth
sir.
it.
You're
I want to
right,
make sure
sir.
that it's worth it
You're
because
right.
I'm not trying to waste like $400 on something that isn't worth it. You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
mad at you for that.
Right.
I'm mad at you for that.
I did the
at
same
all.
thing when I got my phone. I was like
That's a whole nother conversation.
that whole y'all. I don't know if you guys remember that from a handful of months ago when we were talking about that.
That's
That was a whole thing.
That's a whole week.
I'm still salty about that.
Right there. Yeah, we can tell. We can tell.
I'm still salty about that.
All right, so let's get into. We'll talk some football first.
Yeah.
since there's
There's
not much.
there's a
that
little-
happened in the past 2-3 days, but there is a couple things
A little bit.
that happened in the past 2-3 days.
Both of which today, honestly.
Question though, before we really
Yeah.
get into it, have you seen any video of Myles Garrett practicing?
No, but I did see him throw the first pitch at the Dodger game. That's really it.
So he's just in LA making the rounds.
Yeah, he's doing the rounds. I mean,
Making
I'd say he'd be going to a Laker game, but they're not in the finals.
There's pictures of him in the uniform
In
in
the
practice.
Oh, in
I don't know
the
if he practiced, but he was in
But he's
uniform
there.
at
Yeah,
practice.
Okay.
I've seen pictures of him in the uniform.
Yeah.
but I haven't seen any like video of him actually like.
practicing because I
Doing
know
any-
he's been doing like his media day stuff, and all that.
But then you see all this video of Verse out there putting in the work.
Yeah, which I still think is really funny that Dylan Gabriel thought he was about to get paid for number 8. I still think that's the funniest thing when he's probably going to get cut.
I don't know. He might be the third string.
Maybe
He'll be the
That's-
third string.
He'll be like a practice squad QB.
I don't know, man. He was
guarantee.
decent in college though.
Yeah, he was decent in college because he spent like 6 years in college. Because he had his COVID year and his super senior year.
Super senior year.
Well, yeah, like the fifth college year or whatever.
Right.
I just call it the super senior year.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into some football.
Yeah, there's a couple things out of today. First, we'll start off with the good stuff. Joe Burrow and the Bengals just restructured his contract, freeing up a little over $10 million in cap space,
Okay.
just mainly because of the Dexter Lawrence, contract and everything like that. They had to free up a little bit of money to make that less, stressful, I guess, and allow them to probably go after some other guys, maybe, maybe next year, because I think that's when like the Dexter Lawrence thing really kicks in. So that's a little bit of good news. That means that they're probably gonna maybe make another move. I mean, we'll
think?
see. We'll see. Maybe not like right now, but I think this frees up the money so that way, like let's say in first few weeks of the season, either A, they're doing really well and they're like one piece away, or B, they need to.
Their defense still
Upgrade.
needs help. Yeah,
Yeah.
their defense still needs.
I mean, they've added a lot to the defense this offseason. They've added a lot.
I know
They
but
lost Trey
I just-
Hendrickson, but they added Dexter Lawrence, Brian Cook. They've added a handful of other guys too.
Well, I say they still need. We'll just have to see how the preseason goes
Absolutely.
because I know their players are going to play in the preseason.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for some reason, Cincinnati does not
Loves to-
Yeah, they love to play their players. In
Yeah.
the preseason.
And like for some of these guys, it makes sense. Like Shamar Stewart, he needs to show that he was worth the first round pick. That's like a big thing. But then you still have guys like Cassius Howell, second round pick this year. He needs to kind of make sure that you have to make sure that what you have in him is worth
Right.
that second round pick.
if we're going to hold on, well, they got him for what he got drafted last year.
He was this year. It was this
Okay,
year.
so
He's
they
a
got him
rookie.
for this 4 years.
Yeah.
for the low. So
Yeah, and like I said, he's a second round pick because they used their first.
yeah, they
first
got they got
sexy.
4 years to get him where they want him.
Right.
Decide if they're going to either let him go or they're going to pay him.
Right, which usually for Cincinnati means buy.
Yeah,
That's
that means they
usually
gonna
what
let
it
him
means.
go.
That's like 9 times out of 10. That's what that
They're
means.
going to let him go.
I think recently the only like players that they've actually kept around are Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. Basically, everybody else has been dealt.
Yeah.
Or they tag him and let him walk in free agency afterwards. Cough, cough, Trey Hendrickson. But
still crazy to me. But
yeah, that whole and he went to a division rival too, which is crazy.
that's the part.
The fact that they allowed him to go to a division rival.
Bro, you
Like I get it. He like him being at 31 or something or 32, I think. With the injury history that he has, you don't want to pay him what the Ravens are paying him.
But if he can still play,
yeah,
that's the thing. So this year will tell.
Yes.
If he's like, now that he's over there in Baltimore, watch, he's going to ball out.
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing is like 2 to 3 years from now, because then he'll be 34, 35 at that point, and then it's like, okay, how is he playing, towards the tail end of that contract? I think that's going to be more telling than what it is this year.
Listen, I don't know.
Because we know he's going to ball out.
All I know is
this year.
How old was Bobby Wagner?
This last year, he was like 36.
He was up there.
36,
and he
I think.
was still getting 100+ tackles.
Yeah.
Every season.
Yeah. No,
every
absolutely.
season.
100%.
So, I don't know. You never know. Depends.
No,
all depends on the player. All depends
absolutely.
on the player.
100% depends on the player, depends on the scheme, depends on, for defense, depends on who else they have out there. Because it's like, obviously Trey can't do it by himself. He's going to have, everybody else out there helping him. Otherwise, it's not really going to work out.
It's not going to be right at all.
I mean, they do have a lot of solid pieces on their defense. Kyle Hamilton is an absolute freak.
Baltimore is always kind of...
They're a defensive...
Yeah. They normally will have a big name, but sometimes they don't. But their pieces always kind of fit.
Yeah. And then didn't they bring back Calais Campbell for this year?
Yeah.
I think they did. Yeah. They did. So that'll be interesting. I mean, he's not... obviously, he's not what he was, 5 years ago, or even just a couple years ago, like 2-3 years ago. But he's still decent enough.
Right, he's still decent enough.
Like, we saw what he did in Arizona last year. He actually wasn't that bad in Arizona. He was okay for being 40 years old.
We'll see what happens.
In his 20th NFL season.
Braun.
It's crazy.
All right.
It's crazy.
Listen, that does not happen in the NFL. So
no, 20 years in the NFL, especially at a non-quarterback.
Unless you're a kicker.
Unless you're a kicker or a quarterback. Because, obviously we've seen Tom Brady do it. We've seen a handful of guys. Like, Josh Johnson is in, his 23rd year. Granted, he doesn't play because he's been on the second or third string.
But when he does play, he's good for a...
snap or two.
He's good for a... I was about to say good for a game, but then I realized, he's probably good for a quarter. He's good for a quarter.
He'll have
Johnson.
one... He'll have one drive.
I say that because he was decent in Washington for a couple quarters.
Yeah,
that's it. He was only decent in Washington for a couple quarters.
At least this last time with the Niners when he was with us a couple years ago, we literally signed him off the street, off the couch in the playoffs because of Brock Purdy's injury, and he played 2 snaps and got a concussion and was out for the game, and then we had to put Christian McCaffrey in at quarterback, and we remember how that went. That was a pretty bad. That was a pretty bad game.
And that dude plays everything. Christian McCaffrey was playing quarterback.
Well, yeah, because he was our emergency quarterback, so we literally didn't have a choice. And Brock Purdy went down. I think Jimmy Garoppolo was still on the team at that point. He went down. Josh Johnson went in. He went down.
Bro,
that's brutal. It was rough. That
is rough.
Yeah, and this was against Philly in the NFC Championship game too.
I just been like, look, we lost in timeout.
Yeah, I was as soon as I saw Jimmy G go down, I was like, okay, yep, it's over. Because at least with Jimmy G at the time,
it's over.
And I could be wrong. It might not have been Jimmy G, but I think that time frame overlaps.
Wasn't porn star Jimmy?
It might have. He might have been gone that year because I know that was Brock. No. That was the year that Brock Purdy his rookie year kind of thing where he started to. So I think and Jimmy was still on the team at that point. So
wasn't that Trey Lance?
No, Trey Lance was dealt during the preseason that year, I think.
Okay. All right. I'm sure they'll tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
Watch when I post this clip on TikTok. It'll be like,
I'm gonna get
these fuckers don't even know football.
You're not even reading the comments and people are commenting.
I said on TikTok.
Well, you also said that you were going to read the comments today.
So I'm going to try
on
my
the show.
See, this is
how
what I'm
trying your hardest when you don't even have your phone in your hand.
Can you act
you're
like
not
you're
even
Mike?
watching? Are you watching the show?
Yeah, I'm watching it live.
The show is crazy.
I'm watching it live
on YouTube.
No, I'm watching it.
See, I'd
like to point this out. I have it pulled up.
All right, what's the comments say? All right, to our listeners, I apologize.
Speaking of Todd, we were talking about
T.O. Double.
T.O. Double.
What are you saying?
He's saying, "Hi team, watching from Vegas. Go Knights and go Knicks."
Ooh, hey man, Todd, how you feel about that? We'll get into that.
We'll get into that in a little bit. Yeah,
yeah. Go Knights, go. That's
go
tonight.
Knights, go. Game 4 today, baby. Let's go.
That's tonight. That'll be good. Let's get into the
and then
bag.
Amaria said, "What's up?"
Who else is
I don't
talking?
know. I don't know who Amaria is. I haven't met.
She said somebody's front desk office lady.
What up? Hey, that's mine. That's fine. Okay, so I gotta show
She
some.
said, pay your rent.
Pay no damn rent. I gotta show some love to the ladies at my wound care. They take care of me, make sure I get my time slot in. She's a big WNBA fan.
Okay, yeah.
And she loves you, by the way.
Oh, what's up?
She loves some Caleb, like they all do.
Appreciate that.
But no, I appreciate her listening. I appreciate her watching and listening because
Tuning in.
we were talking about it, and she was like, "What time is the show this week? You guys are always doing something different." I was like, "Hey man, because we're no longer that other name of that show, so we're fluid.
We're fluid.
The show's fluid, but it'll be every week."
Yeah, it'll be every week.
All right, but yeah, pay my rent. I got no damn rent. I brought them breakfast because that's how much they take care of me. I went and brought them breakfast. You know, got them the large orange juice. Didn't go cheap on them. So,
Oh, like the Mickey D's orange juice. Yeah, I already.
got them the large.
I thought, like, the
Mickey
fact that you
D.
said a size, I was like, yeah, that's a Mickey D's orange juice.
No,
if
I
I've ever heard one.
appreciate them ladies. Appreciate them watching, tuning in.
Yeah, there you go. No, shout out to people, everyone in the comments, both in the live and in the, the YouTube shorts and TikToks and all that kind of stuff.
Yes,
Those
appreciate
comments.
you guys. I always try to reply on the TikTok, especially. We don't get that many comments on the Instagram, but on TikTok, they're commenting nonstop. So I always try to reply to them.
YouTube, at least, I'll usually like scroll through them. I don't always have the chance to like reply to them. But it's like I'll for the most part usually at least look at them and kind of see what they're kind of saying in there. You know what I mean?
to them.
Yeah, I need to be better about replying to them. I need to be
You
better
heard
about
that first, guys.
Part of it is because it's like I usually am doing it like while I'm on my break at work or something like that. So it's like I'm just kind of quickly.
So let's get into
scrolling.
I think we got like 30 minutes left, but we're on a time slot today because Kwan's got
28
business.
38 minutes.
Oh, we got 38 minutes left.
We got time.
We got time. So let's talk about the bad in football real quick.
Yeah.
Oh boy, from the Rams.
Yeah, Alaric Jackson was arrested and booked on felony domestic assault. Woo, yay.
Seems like every week somebody.
Right. And also, why
Every
is
week.
another Rams player in trouble?
Every week somebody's getting something for domestic violence.
Right.
Like, guys,
Like we just saw.
I get it. There is way too many women on this planet to have to beat one up because she's not listening to you.
Yeah.
Like,
That's wild.
one, that's not even cool. Two,
Right.
did your mama not raise you right? Like,
That part.
I have no sympathy for somebody who gets arrested for domestic violence.
No,
whatsoever.
absolutely not.
So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you because I could go on a rampant about
Yeah,
domestic violence.
we can do that. We can spend the next 38 minutes going on that.
And all these guys ruining their careers because they want to have a moment thinking they're not getting caught when they're doing it in public places.
Right. They'll like smack their girlfriend in like an Arby's or something like
or
that.
the old boy who like 2 or 3 seasons ago was in his living room throwing his girl up against the TV and all that extra
I
stuff.
don't remember this.
And yeah, your home cameras caught everything. So
Jesus.
like, come
That's
on,
crazy.
guys, man. Y'all got to do better.
Wait, wasn't there like a Legarius Sneed thing in his house?
That might have been him.
It might have been because I know there was that, and then there was another player.
I don't remember the player's name, but he was in there in his living room beating his girl up, throwing all her up against the
That's
TV,
crazy.
doing like all this extra crazy stuff.
Bro, what the part?
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Like at that point, like just disrespectfully.
There's too many. There's too many women.
Disrespectfully.
I always felt like if I felt like I had to hit a woman, I could just leave. I need to just leave right then because
It's not worth
It's
it.
not worth it.
There's no reason.
And I'm broke, and I know it's not worth it. You guys are millionaires.
Yeah.
Thinking you're above the law?
Yeah.
Or
And it's crazy because his bond was like only $50K, which
Like-
for felony domestic assault, I figured it would be a little higher. You know what I mean? I feel like there'd be maybe another digit in there at minimum. Like, what do we, but whatever.
yeah.
And I even saw it too. There was another one that happened, I think, after our show on Saturday. Jonathan Cooper, edge rusher for the Broncos, got arrested for, I don't know if it was felony, but it was like a domestic violence type situation because him and his girlfriend got into some sort of argument because I think she thought he was cheating on her or something like that. And so they got into a fight or whatever. She threatened to leave, so he ate her phone.
the hell?
Yeah. Like, you could look it up if you want. Like, that's...
He ate her phone?
He literally like ate. I don't think he like swallowed any of it, but he like chewed it up and did all that and destroyed the phone, so she couldn't call a ride to leave.
Is that kidnapping?
I don't know. I don't know if it's kidnapping or if it's like entrapment.
Well, I know in Nevada, and this might be a national law, but I know
Sure.
in Nevada, if you hinder somebody's movement, like
Yeah.
if I stopped you from going out the door, that legally is
Okay.
kidnapping.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically, like, if you want to, I don't even know how hard you want to think about it, but like, if you're just like eating the food, they can still leave. You know what I mean? Like, they can still walk out the door or whatever. You know what I mean? So I guess that's
why I was like,
that.
but she's saying that she couldn't call a ride, so she was kind of stranded. So then she couldn't really leave the area.
And this did happen in like the Denver area because it's because it was in his like house or apartment or whatever.
Like, I don't know. NFL needs to get it together, man.
It's crazy.
And it sucks that I can't blame the NFL. And I'll take that statement back. The NFL doesn't need to get it together. These players need to get it together because, everybody's situation is different, but it all boils down to one thing. Like, you make a choice to either hit this woman
or not.
And don't get me wrong. There's women out there hitting men too.
Yes.
And it's all, you're not going to hit me. You're not going to hit me because you're a man. You're going to hit a woman and you just punch me in the face. Like, I get it. But who has more to lose? Probably that 260-pound NFL player.
Right.
Because you're or you slap this 120-pound girl because she hit you. Like, I get it. Bro, turn around, walk away, leave the girl.
Right.
Leave me. That's the better solution.
Yeah.
Leave the girl.
Absolutely. 100%. Just leave.
So,
just walk away, bro.
The NFL is wild. Let's get on some exciting news.
We got
NBA Finals.
Yup.
The Spurs are back in it, baby.
They're back in it.
TODD, I hate to say it, but I knew it was going to happen. The Spurs were not going to get swept.
Nope.
Now, what was I saying it was going to be?
Gentleman's
sweep. So, honestly, I feel like the Knicks are probably going to take the next two. But I knew it. I didn't know they were going to take the first one.
Yeah.
But, hey, that's even better.
I think, for me, at this point, what I think is going to happen, I think it's going to go to a game 6, I think, at this point. For the entire reason of the Knicks are probably going to take this game to at home because they are not about to get swept at MSG in front of all these Knicks fans.
It might happen, though.
It's possible, yeah, because, I mean, the Spurs had it happen in the first 2 games.
Yeah,
I understand that's
it could
possible.
happen.
But the Knicks will not. Like, it's a pride thing. They will not allow themselves to be swept at home. They won't.
I just don't. When I look at the Knicks squad and I look at the San Antonio squad, and I'm like, who's really got some dogs? I feel like San Antonio has just got maybe 1 or 2 more dogs. You can't.
Disagree.
Cat's not a dog. Cat's not a dog. Let's be real.
He's been like recently.
He might have been playing good.
The playoffs, he's been amazing.
Cat's not. He ain't been a dog his whole career.
For parts, yes. But
I'm not saying he's not a good player.
He's a very good player.
Definitely a good player.
Yes.
He's a all-star. He is a good player.
Yes.
But like rarely do you see that. He may score some points, but rarely you see that dog in him.
Right.
Because like, let's be real. If the Knicks are down,
yeah,
I'm not gonna. If I had to choose between him and Brunson, I'm not gonna give it to Cat.
Yes and no. I think for the most part, I think you're correct. I think for most of his career, he's kind of been a very good player, but not like a quote unquote dog. But recently in these playoffs, when he's been blocking up, when he's on Wemby, he actually does pretty good against Wemby. Like he's been holding Wemby pretty well.
Okay.
I feel like for the most part, back in the OKC series, I believe he was on. No, I'm thinking of Wemby. I'm sorry. Back last series, obviously against the Cavs, he didn't allow him and Brunson. They allowed basically nothing out of them.
But like I said, Cat's a good player. He's a veteran player.
Yes.
He's been in the league many years.
Yep.
Wemby's been in the league 3 years.
Yep.
I would expect. I mean, Cat. He knows how to play defense.
Yes.
You don't ever hear him. You don't ever hear anybody. He's slacking on defense. That's what I'm saying. He's a good, solid player.
Yes.
But I just don't. He don't have that dog in him.
I think he didn't used to, but I think whatever's going on with Cat right now, something is clicking.
I think Brunson's slapping him up in the back, telling him, "Get it together. We need you."
Maybe it's the Gatorade that he's drinking at the post game press conference.
You can't win this chip without you.
Maybe something like that, or like I said, yeah, it could be. Because I don't know if you've seen the clips of him at the press conference and stuff after the post game press conferences or whatever. Because I think either he's sponsored by Gatorade or the NBA has a Gatorade sponsorship or something of that nature. So they always put a Gatorade at his seat, for the post game. And the last couple times, it's been flavors that I guess he hasn't tried before or hasn't had in a while. So he'll take a sip of the drink and just go, "Damn." He'll just have one of those moments. You know what I mean? So,
all for the clips.
it is.
His Gatorade. Watch, it's going to be on a commercial soon.
at this. Honestly,
I can promise you, it's gonna be on the
I
commercial.
think he's got like a Gatorade sponsorship. or something.
He might, but
because he
I don't
he's
know.
talked about it before.
Spurs. You know what?
I'm gonna say
Scratch
Knicks.
everything I've been saying. They're about to tie this up 2-2,
Okay,
and then it's gonna be back to San Antonio, then New York,
and then San
then
Antonio.
San
again.
Antonio.
I'm gonna say Knicks in 6.
Saying Spurs and 7.
I'm gonna say Knicks in 6 because I think they'll probably. I think the Knicks are gonna take Game 4, and then back in San Antonio, I think Spurs will take that. But then it's Game 6 MSG. That's a really tough environment. I know they just did it last night. I understand that, but Game 6 MSG is gonna be a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game.
What about Game 7 in Oklahoma City against the champs? I mean, I think San Antonio's shown it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
No, that's fair.
And even last
they've
night's
been
game, I mean,
tested.
the energy was crazy.
Yeah, no, 100%.
They have been
and they
tested.
still, pulled it out.
They have been
They did.
tested.
No, they did. They did.
and
they
it's
have.
not like they lost the first 2 games by like
Close game. I mean,
30 points.
all
They
three
were-
of these games have been great
they've
games.
been close games. They
Yeah.
actually would have been up if Wemby didn't fumble the bag in Game 2.
Which I think we talked about that before.
Yeah.
That was more of a De'Aaron Fox and coaching issue than a Wemby issue. Like, yes, Wemby missed the shot, but De'Aaron Fox dribbled the ball for 5 seconds when he really shouldn't have, and Mitch Johnson should not have made it.
Well, he's talking about throwing the ball to your boy's back.
In Game 2.
Mm.
You're talking about Game 1.
No, he's talking
No,
about
this was
game.
Game 2.
He's talking about Game 2, the last shot of the game.
Yeah.
No.
But he's talking about the turnover, then the foul on Brunson. There.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
If Wemby wouldn't have had that turnover, I think the Spurs would have probably took that game. Because I think they lost by
They lost by
1 point.
They
It was
lost by
105
one because
it was
that shot
105,
would have won the game.
104. Yeah. So
But then Game 3 would have been could have been different. So,
yeah, because
I
it
mean,
could have
I
been a
think-
different vibe.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
All 3 games have been close.
Yeah,
the Spurs
absolutely.
have been in it.
Yes.
it's a good series.
It's
a
very
very
good.
good series.
It's a very good series, man. I'm just glad there's 2 new teams.
Right.
When you really think about
But
it,
last night, when it looked like New York might win, when they were up at halftime, I was like, "This is going to be the best 4-game sweep of all time, like the most exciting games
Yeah.
of a 4-game sweep." But now, they did win. But even if Spurs got swept, like all these games have been really
yeah,
good.
I was just about to
just
say
a
that
couple
if you're a
points.
basketball fan, any NBA fan that's not a San Antonio Spurs fan, and the Spurs got swept,
Yeah.
would have still been content with the finals. Because I'm not a
Yes.
Knicks fan or a San Antonio fan.
Me neither.
But if the Spurs would have got swept and all these games were like this,
Right.
I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't have cared. I'd have been like, damn, that was probably some of the best finals we've seen in a long time.
And I
Yeah.
think the rest of the games are going to be like this, no matter if it goes 5 or 7.
Right.
I think all the games are going to be like this, where it's really like who has the ball last, who doesn't make mistakes in the fourth quarter. Because Knicks just looked lost in the fourth quarter. I think they got into some foul trouble, and I think that really messed them up. Because
Yeah.
the foul discrepancy was a little messed up,
Yeah.
and I think Spurs were getting calls Knicks weren't getting. So if I was a Knicks fan, I'd be upset.
Right.
But at the same time, you can't let that affect your game. You got to keep
No,
playing.
Right.
100%.
And I feel like Knicks stopped playing their game because they
They
were
didn't want to
upset
get
about the fouls and stuff like that.
Right. They didn't want to get
too
booted
busy.
essentially for fouling out or whatever.
And then the fights with the fans,
Yeah.
like, guys, man, you guys are going to just ruin people going to watch good games.
Yeah.
Like, you guys lost a game. You're
Yep.
still up 2-1.
Oh,
What
absolutely.
the hell are you fighting in the streets for? Fighting at these parties for? Like, oh,
Do you know where they're playing?
yeah.
It's New York City, bro.
I mean,
I get that.
this is
like
I
this is
get that.
New York.
So you fight if you lose and you
City.
fight if you win.
Yes.
Listen, this city's gonna blow up no matter what happens.
Because they're in the
Yes.
finals.
New
no
York
matter
City.
if they win, it's gonna blow up. If they lose, it's gonna blow up because of anger. If they
Yes.
win, it's gonna blow up because they're happy.
Yes.
But if they lose, it's gonna look like the Batman. You know the end of the Batman where the Madison Square Garden is flooded and
Yeah.
it's chaos. That's what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
come on, man.
New York
It's
City when it
definitely
comes
Gotham
to
City right now.
New York City when it comes to sports, I feel like is the same as Philadelphia because it's like Philadelphia fans, whether they win or lose, they will burn that city to the ground.
Listen.
Like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl and they won, it was like woo woo woo, burn the city down.
What
They
were
were
they like?
climbing. What's that?
What were they like?
Woo woo woo. They were climbing light poles this is the first time they were climbing light poles, flipping cars over, lighting shit on fire, starting fights in the streets,
Bro.
breaking windows, just literally destroying the city. So then when they won it just a couple years ago, the cops, they greased the poles and stuff like that to prevent people from doing that, and they did it anyway. There was a guy that was
where there's a will, there's a way.
They greased the pole as little darlings too, but listen, Knicks haven't won since '73.
I don't know. What do you say
This
to
is
that?
different.
I don't know either.
This Knicks is a whole different level than when the Giants won, when the Yankees, Mets. This is a different level. There's something about the Knicks that is more New York, quote unquote, than any of these other teams because it's been so long since they've done anything that it's just a different level.
More.
And no matter what happens, the city of New York is going to look different. The aliens might need to come back before the series is over.
He said it's Gotham City for real.
It's Gotham City.
It is. Yeah, the Joker's about to flood Arkham Asylum and shit, bro.
New
Like,
York.
it's about to be
Todd,
crazy.
what's up with your people, man?
Well, speaking of Todd, he just said in the chat, New York City is Gotham. So that's that's why the Jets have that colorway, the Gotham green. You know what I mean? Like
Listen,
that's
I'm not mad at it. I just want to see we're seeing good games.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
as long as I can get a good competitive series, I do not care.
and I honestly do feel like this would have been this is the series we wanted and needed instead of having OKC back in there to play the Knicks.
Absolutely.
This is way more.
This is a
And you know what we're not
series.
seeing is flopping and all this stuff. Like it looks like
Bro.
It's a competitive
looks
game.
good.
The MVP,
They're letting them play.
the league MVP. Yeah, they were going at him in that last series.
Yeah.
About every time, like
I
they
can't
kept
stand him.
every time he shot, somehow he ended up on the ground, and I'm like, I was like, what are you talking about? They showed 5 shots in a row of him, and he ended up on the ground and wasn't touched at all. They're like, see, this is the type of oh my god,
And it's
they were
funny,
going
too,
off.
Because it's funny you mentioned that because Sam Presti just did a thing. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Because he's had a lot of people that have been talking about, like, you know, he's heard all the things around SGA and the fouling and the free throws and whatever. He was like, there was like 173, I think, fouls called on people fouling SGA this year. Only 11 were challenged and 4 were overturned. He's like, so you want to say that it's like this, whatever. According to the stats, they're legitimate.
Well,
is more like his argument.
But when it didn't also show, okay, when were the fouls?
Right.
Did they have any challenges left? It doesn't show all the data of that.
Yeah, you're not challenging in the first quarter on a touch foul.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and
But
you're not going to
it's,
challenge second quarter really either.
Yeah.
Maybe you had a challenge on, you used your 2 challenges on other players, and then that, so they're not going to show all the data on that.
But still, like that's I mean, there are missing.
But it's
data points from that, but it's a fair
what you're
point.
saying,
It's a
yeah.
fair
We
point.
watch the games though, so I don't care what stats you give. Like I watched a lot of OKC games,
and I'm just like,
it's ridiculous. They did this with James Harden when he was getting MVP and stuff like that.
Yep.
I think they made James Harden a superstar by letting him get away with fouling, traveling, getting fouls.
Oh yeah.
And it's ridiculous that they do this and allow certain players to get away with certain things.
Because if you watch SGA shoot, when he does that, I don't even want to say it's a crossover because he doesn't, his jump back step, he pushes every time. He pushes with that arm and then goes back. And I'm like, how did the refs not call that?
Yeah.
How do you not call it? Because his arm gets extended. They normally call it when your arm extends, and his arm extends 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about a couple of no calls last night when Wemby grabbed Brunson by the neck and threw him? There was no foul called, which that is usually a flagrant foul, right?
I'm surprised.
And then when who was it? Was it Castle that ran into Brunson and knocked him down? Like he just
it was
like
Castle.
A running back.
Yeah, it was Castle.
And they actually reviewed that one, and you're thinking like, okay, that's going to be a flagrant. Yeah. There was no play on any ball. The ball wasn't even there.
Yeah,
and he runs him over like a running back running through the O line.
Yeah,
I mean the D line, and they reviewed it though.
Yeah,
and said there was nothing. And to me, that's what gets a little frustrating for fans. It's like, be consistent with these calls,
right?
And I can tell you almost what's going to happen is what's going on in baseball, where you still have the umpire, but now you have that system where they can how they can challenge it now to see if it was actually a strike or not.
Right.
Something like that
Needs to be.
is going to happen in the NBA where AI is going to be a part of the damn reffing.
Yeah.
Because there's too many plays. Like,
they're not going to allow that because they know that the refs can dictate the momentum of a game, and which helps with the outcome. So I don't see the NBA doing that. I think it's dumb that if you keep winning challenges, you don't get any more challenges. If you don't lose a challenge, you should keep getting them because that's not my fault that the ref keeps getting something wrong.
And then I have to
because some of the
challenge it.
challenges they did yesterday, the Knicks 2 challenges, even the Spurs 2 challenges were obvious. It's like, why'd you even call that? Right. So for me to use a challenge and have to waste the timeout.
Yeah, you're forcing me to challenge.
And then have to use a timeout. So Knicks didn't have a timeout for their last play of the game because they
had to use their
challenges.
Yeah. I know 100%.
You should get one back. If you win it, you shouldn't lose
just
it.
get it back. Yeah,
you
I think
never
the NFL
lose
does
it.
that. I think the NFL does that where if you challenge,
but you still
and
only
it's
get
successful,
2.
Yeah,
you get one back.
Right.
NBA does the same thing. You get it back. But if it's not my fault that the ref keeps getting it wrong, I shouldn't lose any challenges. I should have challenges all day until I get one wrong.
Yeah. But then they would be like, I guess I can agree with that.
Because if you challenge everything, then you're going to challenge something that's wrong and be like, okay, cool, I got it wrong. I don't have any challenges.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't lose a challenge. You shouldn't get penalized for the ref not making the right call.
It's not my fault. You suck at your job.
Basically.
They're gonna come up with something.
Yeah.
And I promise you in the offseason it's gonna get reviewed because these playoffs have been they have been so, as a fan, I'd be if I was in their league, I'd be disgruntled.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I'm having to challenge obvious calls.
Yep.
And then I'm losing obvious calls. And then there's stuff that's obvious that I have to I can't even challenge it because I have to save my challenges for the fourth quarter.
Yep.
When something way more important may happen.
Yeah. Or with the NBA, because it's such a fast-paced environment, maybe just having a certain amount per quarter. You know what I mean? Like having 2 or 3 per quarter. That way you still have the 7 timeouts, I think 7 timeouts total. And just breaking up.
Spread them out.
Yeah, just maybe having 1 per quarter or whatever. That way it's you have that opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to have to revise it. And I'm sure, look, I'm sure Adam Silver.
They'll figure something out.
They'll come up with something.
Yeah.
They'll come up with something.
Hopefully it's better than this fucking tanking.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
I
thing.
hate that so much because it is not my fault my team sucks every year. That's not my fault.
Here's a stat I'm reading right now.
Yeah.
Cat hasn't scored a point in the fourth quarter of any game in the finals yet.
Out of any of the 3 games?
He hasn't scored one single point in the fourth quarter.
You
need him to step up.
that kind of speaks to my point of him not being a dog.
Yeah.
He's been playing D. He's been playing really good D, but
you
got to step up in
absolutely. No,
man.
I agree.
Yeah, you got to score.
Come on, Chet. You got to do something.
Yeah, come on, guy from, was it Hustle? Was it the movie we were talking about the other day?
Don't do that. Don't.
The movie we were talking about the other day?
Doom.
What was that?
Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, that's 29 minutes he's played in the fourth quarter of the series.
That's crazy.
With 0 points.
Damn, that's literally a Chet stat. That is a Chet stat.
Well, Chet did that for a whole game.
He did that for a half. He had one.
Chet did that for a whole entire game. Chet did not show up for a whole game, and he didn't play defense, and he didn't rebound, and he didn't score. So don't ever compare anybody else in the history of the NBA to Chet. Because that was the worst performance I've seen in my life of anybody that gets minutes.
Or the notorious quintuple zero or whatever that Ish Smith, I think is what it was. That stat where he literally played
Ish Smith
40.
was not an all-star.
No. I'm not saying he's an all-star, but
Ish Smith doesn't get $200 million.
No, I know. I understand that.
Ish Smith can do that.
Yes, but you understand you understand what I'm trying to.
He said
no.
He's not getting the $200 million thing.
No.
I'm just saying
he's getting traded.
I would trade him immediately.
I'm with that.
I wouldn't trade him at his lowest. This is his lowest. Why would I trade him now?
Because he's low when he's not going up.
But here's the thing. What if halfway through next season he's having a good year?
He gets it together?
That's great. He could have a great year for the Wizards as they get their first pick in Anthony Davis.
Man.
Have a great year over there, buddy.
Well, no, I'm saying why would I trade him at his lowest value?
Would you take AD for him?
With his broken ass body? No.
Who's street clothes?
If you get AD in the first pick, yeah.
I call them street clothes because
I'd make that trade. I'd make that trade in an instant. AD and their first pick. For Chet Holmgren?
I think the Wizards would do it. I don't know if the Thunder would.
I would.
I don't know if the Wizards would do it.
Yeah. If I was the Thunder, I'd do it. Why? Because the Thunder still got picks.
They still got picks, and they get the first pick, and you get Anthony Davis. Maybe he does have
Anthony
a year
Davis
where he doesn't get
that
hurt.
Good.
He's not that good.
He's always hurt.
That doesn't make him not good.
Bro, Anthony Davis, when he's healthy,
he was healthy
for a couple games for Dallas.
Yeah.
And he balled out.
And he did. I will give him
Listen,
his credit.
Anthony Davis, when he's healthy, is good. He's good.
He's a solid player. I will absolutely
If
give
he
him
could play
credit.
a whole season, I promise you he'd be an all-star.
At this point in his career, I don't know.
Well, we just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep waiting because he's going to miss half the fucking year. Like he always does.
You think Kyrie?
If he comes back and is healthy, it's the same argument. You know, if he comes back and is healthy, I think he absolutely can.
But I've been hearing that they're like contemplating trading him.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think you want to have a strong running mate with Cooper Flag, and realistically on Dallas, because you have outside of Kyrie and him and Cooper, you got what, like PJ Washington, who's a solid defender. I'll give him his credit, and he's a decent sharpshooter. But like outside of Max Christie,
that the Lakers gave up,
they're going young. They're not keeping Kyrie. Kyrie's not going to want to stay there and play with a whole bunch of teenagers.
So I'm like,
there's no way.
I kept hearing that they
have the 5th pick, I think.
Dallas
4th pick, I think.
Yeah,
something high. I mean, they have a high draft pick, so they're going to have another really good young player.
Yeah.
Kyrie's not going to want to be there for a rebuilding team. He's in the last 3 or 4 years of his career.
They're going to start calling him. And then
they already do.
He's gonna want to go to a contender and be in the playoffs.
I mean, yes, yeah, but at the same time, it's like if let's say he comes back, Cooper Flag takes another jump. You know what I mean? Because Cooper Flag looked great in his rookie year, right? And carried a pretty sorry Dallas team, if we're going to be honest.
He's good. He's a good player.
But I think if if Kyrie comes back and he's healthy, Cooper Flag coming back, he takes another jump. PJ Washington, again, decent defender. You've got a couple of other solid, floating pieces through there. Again, nothing crazy, but a couple of decent role players, throughout that roster. And then you add in whatever pick the Mavericks have. I think it's top 5, like we were saying. Whether that's like a Cam Boozer or Darren Peterson or any of these top players.
I personally don't think Cam Boozer is going to be a good NBA player.
I know we were talking about this before. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be a good NBA player.
I mean,
he's not. I don't know. He doesn't really look like athletic. He looks like college athletic.
Okay. Yeah.
NBA
I think
athletic.
we talked about this before.
I don't know, but go on.
No. So I think, if the Mavericks can add the right piece in the draft and then adding in, because obviously free agency hasn't happened yet, so they're making, maybe make a trade. Maybe they move off Klay Thompson and get something else, out of there as well.
Possible.
Like there's a few pieces there, and even too, there's a handful of players that are going to be on the market this year.
Look, NBA is going to be good.
It's going to be a really good NBA offseason because you're going to have guys like just from players that I think could be on the market. Maybe Donovan Mitchell gets on the market. Maybe Evan Mobley. I've been hearing Evan Mobley in trade rumors as well. If that's mostly for a Giannis deal.
Man, they got LeBron coming back.
Yeah, well,
to Cleveland.
The only reason I've heard Evan Mobley is because they could be going after Giannis and using Evan Mobley as a trade piece for that.
Everybody wants Giannis. Everybody wants Giannis.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like he's one of the best players on the planet. He's one of the best players on the planet.
He is.
You can't even like.
But listen, he's not going to get traded to a team he doesn't want to go to.
Yeah. No, absolutely, 100%.
As much as I want to be like Giannis, but
no one's moving from Milwaukee to go to Cleveland.
That's
just not a move you're making.
It's just a ladder.
Like I'm moving from one place to the same exact place.
Yeah. I mean, I know
it is.
Send it to Miami. I want to see Giannis in Miami.
Him in South Beach. I don't know
for
if
Bam.
I don't think that. No, well, no. I think him and Bam would have to.
Bam would have to go. Bam would have to be in that trade.
No, because they would. I think because I saw before
you want
that
Tyler Hero.
So yeah, it was Tyler Hero. There was a couple of first round picks that have been like when they made the initial trade offer for Giannis.
Yeah, it's going to be
this last year.
Heavy.
There was like 3 first round picks, I think, and a pick swap. Tyler Hero, and There's another player whose name I cannot remember. It's a younger guy. I can't remember his name right now. But there was him in that deal as well, and it was
ridiculous. If they want, I would never take Tyler Hero over Bam. Give me Bam and picks, and I'll give you Giannis.
Well, I mean,
simple as that.
They still have Miles Turner though, so it's like you have basically Miles Turner and Bam overlap in that scenario. So it's like, why would I want two of not necessarily the same player, but like two players that do some of the same thing? Like, there's a lot of overlap.
To me, Tyler Hero is kind of overrated as a player.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but Milwaukee is going to prioritize a point guard or a shooting guard in a trade because right now they don't have one.
I mean,
because who do they really have at the point or the two?
They don't.
Exactly. The Kyle Kuzma.
Kuz.
And he's at the 3. So that doesn't
Kuz.
Big Kuz.
The model.
Yeah, the one with the weird ass clothes.
Kuz, the before game model.
Yeah, the weird game day fits.
He'd be strutting with those
with
game
like
day
his
fits.
pink flamingo ass trench coat or whatever.
That was a sweater.
I don't even care. It does not dignify the correct terminology. I'm not going to dignify that.
You wouldn't wear that?
Hell
That's
no.
That's like the hottest thing on the model circuit.
I do not care. I am not going to look like some Pepto-Bismol ass bird.
Don't do Kuz. don't do big Kuz like that.
This was also the time when he had like bleach blonde buzz cut.
Don't do big Kuz like that, man.
He did it to himself. He's doing it to himself. It's the same thing when we saw like Russell Westbrook wearing those fits from a handful of years ago, with like the weird stuff that he was wearing.
He still does. Well, he got a whole clothing line.
Yeah, he's got his own clothing line.
Bro,
now.
we just be going off though. Where do we be going?
I don't even know.
Like,
we just talk.
We just be talking.
Because
nothing's held back.
Nothing held back.
Nothing's held back. I love it. What I do want to talk about real quick before we get up out of here on this lovely
Tuesday,
downtown Las Vegas Tuesday afternoon, where it's burning hot outside.
Oh my God, yeah.
I want to end the show talking about these new ass glasses that I got. So
let's talk about it.
I go to the doctor because I am now technically legally blind in one eye. I cannot see out of my left eye. So the doctor told me, hey, we're going to get you some glasses that you can wear all the time. So that way protect the one eye that you got. Because if you lose it, it gets scratched, something happens. Then I'm walking around here like Ray. So I get these glasses and they got anything you can think of, they got. The only thing they don't do is transform.
Right.
I put them on and I just picked them up today. I put them on. I'm like, I can't see shit.
Yep.
I'm like, I cannot see. She's like, if you can't see, you got to take them off. I'm like, well, are my eyes supposed to adjust to them?
Yes,
or
they are.
How long did that take? And so I was asking you in the parking lot earlier. I was like, because I seen you got some transitions on. I was like, bro, how long? And you're like, you got to give it a couple. How long did you say?
I said a couple days, but it also depends because I've done it to where like I've always had kind of strong prescriptions, but I've had it to where it's like I jump from a relatively strong prescription to a really strong prescription, and stuff like that takes longer. Like,
so
when
I got a
jump,
semi-strong prescription because I said it's my right eye.
Yeah.
But the only reason I bring this up at the end of the show for our lovely fans, and we love you guys, is the fact that everything is going in and out. As far as, perfect vision.
No, it's
blurry
not so perfect.
Hell.
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb, I see all of you. Caleb's a white blob.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit.
I can see the.
But that's just with the glasses.
Shut up. It's just with
I'm being serious.
It's with the glasses because I just got a new prescription.
It's gonna take some time for his eyes to adjust to.
It's gonna take some time for my eye to adjust. It's weird.
It's because basically your eye is used to seeing things a certain way, and so now that you have this prescription that's gonna be different, it's gonna take time for it to adjust to seeing things in.
I'm not gonna lie, they feel good. They
Right.
feel good. And I was watching outside as they got dark, and we walked in here, and I was looking at myself, and I was like, "Dang, you can't really tell the difference."
Right.
Like the way I see out of it, I can't tell if it's shaded or not shaded. I was like, that's pretty dope. So
yeah, no, it's the same thing for me too. Like
shout out to Pearl Vision. Y'all do your thing. Gabby, appreciate it. My daughter works at Pearl Vision. So
nice.
She hooked it up.
Nice.
If you ever need some glasses, go see her over on Flamingo and Jones. Her name is Gabby.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because I recently got a text from I think I got it through VisionWorks or whatever last year. They sent me a text. It's like, hey, it's time to update your prescription. Even though I don't think so, because again, I just got new prescription last year.
I ain't gonna lie. If they feel good, let it roll.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to spend, because it was. I mean, this is with old insurance on my old job, but I still paid like $300 for the eye exam and new glasses and frames and all that.
Hold on. I think we only got a couple minutes left. We got to talk about tonight's game.
We do got to talk about tonight's game.
Come on, man. VGK. Come on.
VGK.
Go Knights, go.
Knights in 5.
Knights in 5.
Knights in 5.
Bro, so the last game, they're up 3-0.
4-0.
In the third, because there's only 3 periods.
4-0 in the third, yes.
And then I looked at that score, and I was like, because we were eating, and I was like, watch, they're going to overtime. And what happens?
Double overtime.
Carolina
scored 4 goals in like 6. It was like 7 minutes, whatever it was.
No.
It was something ridiculous.
They scored 3 goals in 39 seconds.
Yeah. And I looked, like the next time I looked at it, because like I said, we were eating, they didn't have it on. And I was like, what the? I was like, I knew it though. I knew it. Because isn't that what happened in the first game?
We were up like 2 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah, and then next you know, it was tied.
Well, Carolina was up 2-0 in game 1, and then game 2 we were up 2-0 in the third, and they came back, went to overtime, and won it.
Yep.
So I mean, no lead's safe in the NHL, especially these 2 teams. So
it's a good series.
You got to keep playing.
It's a very good competitive series.
So either team right now legit could be up 3-0 the way how close these games are.
Absolutely. And it was funny. So because I was working during the game on Saturday, and my boss, it was like a little bit slower, so he pulled the game up on his phone, because him and his family, they have YouTube TV, so he just pulled it up on his phone so I could watch the game. And I was like, oh, cool, appreciate you, big dog. Then it got busy as hell, so we turned off the game. But I still, because I get the ESPN like the synopsis alerts or whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And so it was saying, it was like 4-0, and I was like, or it was 3-0, and then I was talking to him because it slowed down a little bit. So I was like, oh, Knights just scored. Mitch Marner just scored his second goal. And we're up 3-0 now. Then all of a sudden, in the middle of me saying that is when Mitch Marner scored again, and it was 4-0. And I'm just like, so, hey, we scored again. My boss looked at me and went, wait, you just said it was 3-0. I was like, yeah, now it's 4-0. I just didn't know how to process it. Then, we had a big rush and had a lot of, stuff going on. So then, we check back in a few minutes later, and it's 4-3. And I go, bro, what the hell? Like, I literally was just like, what are we doing right now? Like, how is it 4-3? It was just 4-0. It's a couple seconds ago. And I was like, please tell me,
bro, that's, like you said, that's hockey. That's the league.
That's hockey. But then I was leaving, and it was about to head into overtime, tied at 4-4. Went, filled up gas, and then got home, and I was like, oh my God, thank God we didn't lose that, because it would have been the worst choke job, being up 4-0 and then losing. Like, that is an awful choke job.
Listen, but it's not going to happen, because the Knights going to win in what?
5, baby.
5. Knights in 5.
Knights in 5. You heard it here.
With that being said, guys, we appreciate you guys watching today. Everybody that was in the chat, love you guys. Next week, I will be on the show from chat. I will be Skyping, I think, or something. We're going to figure that part out, because I'll be out of town, but I'm still going to be here.
Yep.
Because we're here every week, guys. Love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys coming. Nothing Held Back podcast. Caleb.
Hey, it's been a great show today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go Knights, go. I will see you guys next week. Peace out.